Yo, what up? I'm Tahir Moore,
I'm Patrick Cloud.
and this is another episode of Damn Internet. You scary, man.
Happy New Year, kinda.
Yep.
I mean, and this is the last day of 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and man,
Yeah,
it's been very different for everybody.
it's been a hell of a ride, man. It's been a hell of a ride. It's so funny because my Patreon, they just got the latest episode of Life Lessons from the Unexpected, and it's the one with
Mm.
Meg, and her topic was "You Are Enough," and it's so crazy that it just happened to fall where it did because I know for this year a lot of people were struggling. Hell, I was struggling, you were struggling. We all were kind of figuring out what's going on, what we were going to do,
Right.
and it was just a good way to close out the year because man, this was
Yeah.
rough.
And whenever we talk about 2020, I always want to be mindful of all of the people who, had actually dealt with the disease
Hmm.
itself. Like I see a lot of people like, yeah, sometimes us like, yeah, 2020 for me has generally been like pretty dope and stuff like that. So before we kind of go into 2020, we do want to just make sure that we're not it's very clear we're not talking about all of the people who got sick or may have passed and stuff like that. This is sort of just looking at the bright side of it. So when I
Yeah.
say what was your top moments in 2020, like
Mhm.
just give me some highlights.
Man, I think being able to still create content and connect with my peoples, the supporters, was definitely the highlight of it, and still being able to like provide for my family through that. Because when the tour ended, bro, I didn't know what was going to happen. Like that was my main source of income aside from like selling shirts on the road and then like selling a couple virtually. But initially the tour gets canceled, right? And then my fulfillment shop closes. That's where I used to pick up my shirts and drop them off to my printer and then go pick them up a couple days
Mhm.
later and sell those because I was sending everything out myself. So, like within a month, both my sources of income just went away. And I was just like,
What month was that? Was that this year?
yeah, that was April. Yeah, from mid March to April, mid April, that's when everything just fell apart, and that's when I was like,
You you guys were still planning on touring like earlier this year? It didn't
we
really shut
started
down
touring.
till
Yeah, we started touring in January, and we did
uh
February, and then we did the first weekend of March. That was my birthday weekend. We did Kansas City on Friday and Saturday. St. Louis, we did two
uh
shows on Sunday, and then we were supposed to have the following week off, and then we were supposed to take back off the weekend after that. But that's when the shutdown happened. I want to say on like the 13th or something like that. And then we canceled the following weekend, and we canceled the following weekend, and then we got to April, and Kev was like, "Yo, all the shows are canceled to like May." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then we got the lockdown, and then my fulfillment company closed. All of that happened within a month, and it was just like,
hmm.
okay, what am I
Yep.
going to do? Oh, my family has to eat.
Uh-huh.
So being able to pivot and do, with the success of Wording is Hard, the success of Zooming with the homies, even Damn Internet You Scary being consistent and growing, and then my YouTube channel growing, those were the highlights of my year. That, yeah.
Yeah, that's big. Like to be able to pivot during a world pandemic that we've seen before. People try to like I don't there's like a whole culture of people that are on the internet like if you didn't use this pandemic to learn a new language or do all this and that when it's like yo yeah some people are treating it like recess when this
Yeah.
is something we've never seen before. The whole world stopped. So just being able to pivot and stay afloat is
Yeah.
yeah, that's a hell of a highlight for sure.
Man, I I'm just grateful, you know what I'm saying, to be in a position that I am right now and still, like I said, be able to make content and provide for the family, man. And it was surprisingly busier, if not as busy as a regular year. Just I think with all the filming because Zooming with the homies was 4 days a week, and then we had started doing the music show on Friday, and then we were doing the live shows. We're all deaf, and we were doing Black Blasphemy, and Kev was still shooting, and I mean it was a lot going on, man. And yeah, this was a very film intensive year for us.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, because it's different taking the travel away from shoots and all of that and just putting it on Zoom. You could shoot 4 or 5, even more pieces of content a day. And especially when everything started and we were going live so
yeah.
much, like, that's different than bulk shooting. When you go live, you got to be there all
Hmm.
day. So yeah, that was definitely I can't believe that was in April. For some reason, it seemed like the lockdown was all year. We haven't even been in a full year lockdown then, huh?
No, the lockdown started March. It started like
Huh.
March 11th or March 13th or something like that. I remember it because I remember it being like I think a Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday. One of those when it happened when LA first locked down. And yeah, man, from that moment on, it was just downhill from there.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Man.
man, it's crazy, bro. Like, but it's allowed me to spend more time with the family somewhat because I film so much. Like
Right.
the time that we would be eating dinner, I'm filming. You know what I'm saying, from 7 to 9.
Right.
So, and come to think of it, Zooming with the homies was actually 9 to 11 at first. Like we changed the time
Right.
on the Leslie episode to 7 to 9, which worked better anyway. But yeah, man, it was
Mhm.
late. I was thinking about the people on the west on the East Coast, man.
I was just
Oh,
thinking, it was at 1 to 3. they
and,
was they
and
was
Jackie
tuned
was
in.
doing it. Jackie was doing it. She stuck with it. But I'm glad that we changed that time frame because Leslie Jones was like, nigga, I ain't gonna be up at
1 to 3 is wild. I didn't even think about that. Because 9 to 11 is like, Kevin and I were yawning towards the end, and we on the West Coast.
yeah, yeah. So
I couldn't
that
even imagine.
that was tough, but I'm glad we got it under control. But yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy for a minute, but we up and running
Peace.
now.
Yep. 20.
How
So I
about you?
mean,
What was the best part of the year for you?
I mean, you put it very poetically. I think it would just be best to agree as opposed to be like this thing.
Mhm.
I think that being able to pivot into luckily with the arcade tokens, we were kind of for the past maybe like the last 6 months, but right before the quarantine hit, we were sort of in some pretty intensive training with programming, shooting
Mhm.
for 5 6 7 block hours a day, going live multiple times. So when the quarantine hit, it kind of just we were kind of ready for it in terms of shooting.
Mhm.
So it was just really like shifting really into like gaming, really into like having a home setup, because obviously this is it's already 2020. We thought this would be a couple of weeks long, and it's looking like it's going to be most of 2021 also. So
Mhm.
I think that if you haven't already, you need to invest in your home setup a little bit more, because yeah, I think it's really just about creating content for this platform right now while we can, or it's that or nothing, because
Yeah,
we
really.
it's
I mean,
for
we got to
sure.
one another good thing was like we got to eat more as a family because I wasn't out in the club. So even though, the eating might have been cut short because I had to start filming, but we got to sit down and have dinner more as a family
Mhm.
because I was here. And Farron's always cooked, but like this really made her jump into high gear with it because we were here just about every night. So
Mhm.
I'm so thankful for actually one of our actual sponsors, HelloFresh,
Hello,
because they
Fresh.
provided so many meals. And one of the great things is with HelloFresh, you get fresh pre-measured ingredients with mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your front door. We didn't have to go to the grocery store because I absolutely despise going to the grocery store,
No.
especially right now, man.
Oh, the 6 feet thing?
Oh my God, the lines are all down the freezer aisle. It's
I
ridiculous.
hate it.
You don't have to worry about that with HelloFresh unless you skip those trips to the grocery store and make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh cuts out the stressful meal planning and going to the grocery store so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. And HelloFresh offers 23 plus recipes each week featuring a range of flavors, cuisines, and ingredients so you'll never get bored. One of the great things I also loved about HelloFresh is, like, you guys remember I took that trip to the desert. That was like my first time taking a week off from Zuma with the homies. And HelloFresh makes it super easy to like change your meal plan or change your delivery date or go on pause, all from the app. And that came in handy because we get it just about every week. And so we were going to be gone for a whole week. So we had to, change the delivery date to get one of the packages early. And we took that actually out there with us. And then we paused it for that week that we were gone. So we would receive another one while we were away. So
Okay.
I love it, man. I cook meals like Farron was like, listen, I love y'all and I love cooking for y'all, but I'm not cooking for y'all every day. If y'all want to eat every day, y'all got to take 2 of these days out of the week. So the kid would cook some food. I would cook some food. It was great, man. And it was good food, man. You don't have to work to like think of a new recipe. Like, everything comes to the house. You got these recipe cards. They tell you exactly what to do. I had never zested lemon before.
You
know
never
what I'm saying?
zested
Like,
lemon?
getting the grater and then zesting it, bro. I feel like a real chef when I'm zesting a lemon, bro.
Just
Come
need the
on, man.
zest. Just a little zest.
Just a little zest, bro. So I love it, man. They had this beer burger and this Gouda burger that was amazing, man. I absolutely love it, man. So big shout out to HelloFresh for that. Go to hellofresh.com/DIYS and the number 10 and use the code DIYS and the number 10 for 10 free meals, including free shipping. All right. You listen, guys.
It's over a
There's
week.
there's no reason not to do this. This is something new. This is something new for them. And I didn't even know they was doing this. I can't wait to tell all my friends about this. But again, go to hellofresh.com/DIYS and the number 10 and use the code DIYS and the number 10. You will get 10 free meals, including free shipping. Like, guys, this is why they're America's #1 meal kit. All right, this is exactly why, for doing amazing deals like this and providing amazing meals like this. So make sure y'all jump on that right now.
And just as an addition, Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh. And with a wider array of meal plans to choose from, there's something for everyone. So I love switching between the brands. And now our listeners can enjoy both brands at a discount. 10 free meals is pretty wild. And you guys know that we are putting on weight during this quarantine, eating burgers and fries at home. HelloFresh is a no-brainer for sure. It's an easy way to cook healthy meals at your house. Don't get that quarantine 15.
That's real. It is super real out here with it. All right. Man, that's good.
But yeah, speaking of not getting things under control for 2021, you would not believe where COVID has popped up.
I just read this morning.
Antarctica.
The first case. They skated through the whole damn year with no cases.
But it's also Antarctica. I didn't even know people were there. But yeah, Antarctica just reported its first COVID cases. It literally buzzer beater. There's 36 infections have been reported on a Chilean research base in Antarctica, making the coronavirus literally a worldwide epidemic. This was the only part of the world it hasn't touched. It says the detection of cases of COVID-19 in Antarctica will impact among a range of areas from planning and logistics of human activity on the continent through to high-level decision-making back home. This is from Hannah Nielsen from the University of Tasmania. Although there are few people in Antarctica, the impact could still be detrimental. The presence of COVID-19 in Antarctica also has implications for local wildlife, with the threat of humans transmitting the virus to other species. We are the worst thing on this planet. We shouldn't even be over there. There's like 7 people over there, and they all got COVID. And now there's, I don't know, penguins, whatever's down there. We're just ruining everything, and we shouldn't even be over there. That's
I still
crazy.
don't understand why anybody wants to be in Antarctica unless you're a researcher and you're studying global warming or the animal life or whatever. Like, what other reason
Well, you
would you
can't
want?
go there.
Yeah.
It's against the law. Like that's
Oh, that's
literally
right.
the
That's
only
right.
place on
You're
Earth.
right. Absolutely right.
That's the only place on Earth that all the other continents decided like nobody owns, nobody goes over here. And there's like crazy conspiracy theories over there.
Yeah,
But
yeah. You know what? We said Antarctica, but I was still thinking. I don't know why I was thinking like not South Pole, but North Pole. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know why, but
Antarctica seems like it's worse than the North Pole, and yeah, it's just with everything going on over there. It's just what, like, how did COVID get over there,
bro? Somebody got sent up there to do some research, and they had it. They didn't know.
Just, but it's hard because I feel like everybody's sick in Antarctica. How could you tell a regular cough or sneeze from just being cold as hell, apart from COVID? Some weird had to have happened for that.
I don't know, man. I will be glad when it's over. A lot of people are taking this vaccine, man, and this is one doctor I follow on Instagram, and he took it. Dr.
Sebi?
No, man, it's not on Instagram. Dr. Sebi passed away too.
Who's the famous doctor that just took it?
Dr. Fauci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dr. Sebi been it.
I can't remember Buddy's name right now, but once I figure it out, I'm gonna tell y'all his name because he's been basically like documenting his whole process from beginning to end on how it's been going since he's taken it and all of that type of stuff, and he seems very knowledgeable. So I'm like, all right, I'll check him out. I'll listen to bruh, see what he said. Because I'm still like hesitant, like most people are, or most black people are. It's like, I don't know.
What is this doctor's whole thing? Is he pushing like the whole CMOS thing, or is he doing?
No, he's in the real medical field, and I think his whole thing is transparency, like just being transparent with people and letting them know what's going on and explaining why things are happening the way they are, that type of thing. Is kind of what I got from it. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep watching. Now, sometimes I forget to, I'll say something, I'll forget to go back and watch it, but so far he's been pretty solid with it. So I'm gonna keep watching him, keep seeing what the fuck he talking about. You know what I'm
saying? Do you have any of them sort of like, I guess you could say, BS New Year's resolutions that you're gonna follow for a little while?
Follow for a little while is hilarious.
Yeah, we always do
that. Only thing I really want to do is repeat last year and excel, like get better at the things that I did and lose some weight and keep it off. I was doing so good with my personal trainer, man, and I feel sick that like this quarantine got me, bro. It damn sure got me, but I definitely want to get back on the weight loss tip, and I just need to get more disciplined with and comfortable doing it myself. That's really what it is, because like having a trainer with you, like it makes a difference, like somebody pushing you, but I got to figure out how to like get that motivation myself and keep pushing myself. So lose weight. I want to stay productive, and I want to invest in something this upcoming year, like either like a 7-Eleven, not
I,
for the joke reasons, but like just because like the convenience stores, they're everywhere. A
yeah,
7-Eleven, a Starbucks, or a funeral home. Like those are one of the three things I really want to like
it's a lot of
invest in.
range.
Huh?
That's a lot of range.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, that here's the thing. People drink coffee every day. People always go to convenience store either for gas or the convenience of grabbing something quick instead of going to a real store, and people always die. Like
Mm-hmm.
the funeral home is something that I've been wanting since, man, probably like 2015, 2014. Me and my sister talked about it a couple times. We wanted to get one started in St. Louis. Um,
That
but
is the
yeah,
most Tahir goal of all time. I bet you were a little kid dressing up. Everybody else was a fireman, astronaut. I wanna own a funeral home.
I
Niggas
just
die
stand
every
like
day. Be
this,
like, you're 4.
bro. Listen, listen. If you do the math, bro, people die every day, right? The average funeral costs about $8,000.
Does it? What costs that much? Lower English shit?
The if you go through the whole process with them, embalming the body, dressing the body up, placing them in a casket, because you don't like what they get buried in the ground is not the casket that you see in a funeral home. Like, so, getting that casket for display, um, they can help set up the burial site. So, I want to have like a one-stop shop where you can come to me for everything. Your plots, your headstone, the funeral, the makeup, all of that, bro. So like
The
average
Walmart
cost,
of funeral home?
yeah, average cost would be about 85, but we'll send your people off right. This is my sister calling me right now because I was like, yo,
Wow.
we need to sit down and talk about the funeral home thing. I hit her up earlier this morning to send her a text. And I was like, yo, we should
Oh, it wasn't. It was. Wait. That was just by happenstance.
yeah. That's just we were just talking about it earlier today. She's calling me right now so we can finish
She,
the conversation.
she called during the funeral home segment.
So we can finish talking about it. Yeah, that's just I didn't even give her a time. She's just calling.
That's creepy.
Uh, but yeah, man, we like this. It's just a good way to, not a good way, but it's a sustainable way to make income. Now, here's the crazy thing: I don't want a funeral. I want to be cremated. I want to repast. My people can all come together and have fun and celebrate my
Right.
life. But the whole funeral thing, it's not for me. But there are a lot of traditionalists who want that and who want that homegoing ceremony and a preacher to do the eulogy and all of that. It's just not me.
How much is a funeral if you get cremated?
You cremation start about 2000 to 2500.
For the whole thing, as opposed to 8 grand?
You usually can get it for about that, yeah.
Wow. People should get cremated. We don't have enough
Land.
ground and
Yeah,
and drawers for people.
yeah, yeah.
That's weird that at some point somebody pitched the drawers idea and just said, "Why don't we just make a shelf?" That's really morbid if you think about it. It's just a shelf of dead bodies. Although I kind of do like the idea of a comedian owning a funeral home because I feel like the promotion would be kind of lit. And,
Oh
and that's
yeah, yeah.
those are the
My
people who need a laugh.
my whole thing is to make it as stressful and not fun, but light as possible. It's like I like most funeral homes have like a dreary and kind of heavy feel to them, and it's understandable. You're working with the dead, but I want
Right.
it to be like a lot of windows, well lit, very pristine, like a lot of white, just to kind of give it a different feel. And I'm not gonna be in there trying to make people laugh or anything. I probably won't even be there. I'll be honest with you. My sister and I might go back for like the first 6 months just to make sure it's up and running, but we're gonna put people in place. We're not gonna work the actual funeral home.
Mhm.
But I just want to be able to provide people with options, like because if a big funeral home, you can get it cremated at that funeral home too if they got all the facilities. And so we kind of
Mhm.
had this whole idea when her dad passed in 2009. Was it? Yeah, 2010. I'm sorry. So he passed in 2010, And that's kind of where we got the whole idea, just going through everything for his funeral and having to go to different places and get the death certificate and all of that type of stuff. If people could go to one place to get all that taken care of, like they can come to me and I can get the death certificate for them and get the burial plot and get the headstone for them. Suggest themes and colors and all of that things and give them different price brackets of what they can afford. I feel like it'd be more helpful to the community. So that's what I want to do,
That's a
man.
solid plan. I have an aesthetic idea. Hear me out.
Okay.
The whole staff is in full special effects zombie makeup. So it's kind of like, but they're still very sympathetic. Like, I'm sorry for your loss, and stuff like that. But the theme is kind of like, our vibe is so good, like you'll feel like your past person is coming back, you know. So it's like everybody on the staff is kind of like sort of like a zombie, almost like, but tastefully, they don't dress
Pat,
up as
I say this with the most love in my heart. Shut the fuck up. Shut the entire fuck up. How does that make them feel like that person is coming back? I was thinking have everyone dressed in all white because funerals are usually all black. I would have everyone kind of dressed in all white to kind of give like a heavenly
like
feel,
heaven,
like a heaven vibe.
like
Yeah,
you're in heaven.
I always have the Kim and Kenny G playing some David Sanborn, just like light jazz. You know what I'm saying? The smell like Nag Chapel. We always got incense burning in there. It's just a good vibe. It kind of feels like a coffee shop.
Okay, okay. So adding on to that, what if we got a dude with a big white beard to just sit in a higher place? Nobody ever talks to him or addresses him, but he kind of just looks over, makes everybody feel warm. Maybe
Like
he's
he's
above the
God.
casket. Like a god-ish, like a godlike character, but it'd be blasphemous to be like that's God, but it's just the aesthetic. You said heaven like.
I did. I
Oh,
did. I did.
maybe some a fog machine on the floor. That'd be kind of lit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, just have somebody reading the Bible so you don't actually have to read the scriptures. Just it's all audio, just automatically playing like in the restrooms and stuff like that. I think that's what the Bible has some parts in it where it's like, woo, that's kind of strong. You read that, you get a little nervous. So plus
right.
I've never been like solely committed to reading something. Like I try to read something, I will fall asleep, and it's like just I'll be trying, but it's so
What
hard.
about when you're driving?
Well, that's why I love like audiobooks, and that's why I love Audible because Audible is the leading provider of spoken word entertainment and audiobooks, ranging from bestsellers and new releases to celebrity memoirs, languages, businesses, motivation, and more. And now, Audible is giving members even more with the all new Plus catalog. All members have
Mhm.
access to the growing Plus catalog with thousands of select audio books, podcasts, Audible originals, guided fitness and meditation programs, sleep tracks for better rest, and more, all included with their membership. So they were already
Mhm.
cornering the market with the audiobooks, but now they are giving you even more for your memberships. Audible members get one credit every month, good for any title in the entire premium selection of bestsellers and new releases, regardless of the price. And that's to keep forever. They also have full access to the Plus catalog, and they can listen all they want to thousands of included titles. Audible has plenty of content to entertain, inspire, and inform. It's easy to find just the right listen, whether it's comedy, romance, suspense, true crime, science fiction, or fitness and wellness. You can even
Mhm.
squeeze in a workout or guided meditation without having to go to a gym or a class. There's a listen for every moment and every mood. So, with so much to discover, with everything all in one place, Audible can truly become your playlist for life. And you can start exploring Audible for free for 30 days on a 30-day trial. You can send it to a friend or relative, anyone you're thinking about, and to let them know that you're thinking about them. Share the gift of Audible with others so they can be inspired, informed, and entertained. Okay. Audible has an app which I strongly recommend. I have it on my phone because, as I said, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. reading, I will fall asleep. When my body is at
Man.
best, my body thinks it's time to go to sleep. So when I try to read something, it's like,
Oof.
let me go ahead and shut down. But I use Audible when I'm driving, when I'm working out, when I'm editing, I have it going. And I think it's great. So I really want you guys to check this out right now. Now, here's the most
Mhm.
important bit: getting you guys to check out Audible. All right, visit audible.com/DIYS or text DIYS to 500-500. That's 500-500. Okay. Again, go to audible.com/DIYS or text DIYS to 500-500. All right, and that's going to get you a free 30-day trial. All right. 30
Mhm.
days of that young Audible. You guys get to check it out and see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're going to like it. You're going to love it.
It's 2021. Nobody's picking up physical books anymore. Picking up a book and flipping the page, yuck. Audio books is where it's at. I'm surprised they got the name Audible. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean they've been out for a while though. Audible's been out for a while, bro.
That's a
I've been
pretty
I've been living
solid
them
name.
since before. I've been listening to Audible. Actually, I remember one year for Christmas. I want to say this was like 4 or 5 years ago. Farron
Mhm.
got me a membership with Audible, so I've
Okay.
been rocking with them for a while.
Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Well, you said what?
I said perfect. Just how they do it
Perfect.
again.
That's actually pretty good. Well, speaking of reading, there's a couple of stories I definitely want to hear about everybody's worst and most awkward New Year's Eve stories. Because obviously, I don't know. New Year's Eve is one of those it's one of those holidays that's literally hit or miss. Like you're probably gonna usually get a dope Halloween, dope Thanksgiving. Depending on where you're at, New Year's Eve can easily go left. So Tahir, do you have any crazy New Year's stories that you could think about or recall while I throw a couple of these out here from that our users submitted?
For New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, man? I spent a lot of New Year's Eves in church growing up.
Really?
And once I got old enough to like really like go to like New Year's Eve functions and things like that, I was like, man, growing up in St. Louis, I was like, bro, it's just not even worth it. Like people still be shooting at 12 o'clock, people getting in
Ah,
fights in the clubs. I was just like, it's not the way I want to start my new year. And then when I got out to LA, New Year's Eve parties be like, yo, $150 for all you could drink, but it'd be like some stuff that I don't drink, right? And then,
right.
then it's super crowded, or you got to pay 300 like it starts at 150, but the closer it gets to New Year's Eve, then it goes up to like $300, $400. I'm just like, bro, I'm not doing that. So my best New
Right.
Year's Eve were really just like at the crib chilling with friends, and they come over and we just drink and bring it in and do the countdown together. But like going
But
out,
what about the worst? Did you ever venture out into St. Louis during New
I
Year's?
did. I did go to New Year's a New Year's Eve event once at this place called the Loft, and then it was exactly what I feared. Like by the time we got to the countdown at 11:59, there were already three fights. It was way overcrowded. It's
Already?
bro, already three fights. And they didn't shut the club down. They just put those guys out and kept the party going. Trying to get a drink took 10 to 15 minutes at the bar because everybody was at the bar. Uh, the ladies was there, but it was just like, they just not doing nothing. They just kind of standing around waiting for people to buy them drinks. It was just a lot. It was the floor was sticky, the bathroom was sticky, the floor was no, 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 no. I'm okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. Not too bad. I mean, for St. Louis, you could have ended up dead. But I don't think I don't know if you've ever had a worse night than this dude. This is I don't the guy's name is not told, but his girlfriend's name is Tina. Uh Tina was dating a guy for 6 months, and his previous girlfriend had cheated on him not long before they started dating.
Hmm.
So they were, they were in a long relationship. She wasn't the rebound or anything. She made that clear. Uh,
Hmm.
but it was their first New Year's Eve together, and they were in a group of 20. And I guess one of the richer kids' parents rented out a hotel ballroom with an open bar. So she didn't know anybody else at the party but her boyfriend. And guess who shows up? Her boyfriend's ex with the guy she cheated on him with. So, and to make things worse, the boyfriend was visibly like bothered by it. Started hitting the whiskey. She wasn't drinking at all. He was just blah 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 blah. But it wouldn't be a story if it ended there.
Of course not.
Because when they got to their hotel room, they heard some loud moaning coming from the room next door. Turns out, just in an ugly treat from the universe, they were staying next door to the ex and the new boyfriend, and they basically heard them smashing the entire night. And to make things worse for Tina, who was sober, by the way, her boyfriend was completely plastered, just banging and yelling on the wall for them to shut up in the next room. That was New Year's.
Well, first of all, let me just say, I don't know who the young man is that Tina was out with.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he does not have the right friends in his life. Let me tell y'all something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My best friend Irvin and my best friend Dana ain't no way in hell they gonna allow my ex who cheated on me to walk in a place that my family paid for.
Oh, it wasn't her party.
No, it wasn't Tina's party. It was Tina's boyfriend, right?
They were at a party. They went to this party.
Oh, I said, okay,
So
I misunderstood. I thought Tina's boyfriend's parent paid for the ballroom, but no. So okay, they were just there. They were just in attendance.
Right. So it's kind of hard to guess who's coming. You know, it could have been mutual friends. It's a tough situation, right?
Right.
Because more than likely, maybe the person who set up the hotels was just at the desk, didn't know that they knew each other. You know, I don't know.
I'm just talking about them being in the same space, like in the ballroom. First, before we got there, I was under the impression that it was Tina's boyfriend's dad that had paid for, or his family that paid for everything. Okay. All right. Knowing, because it sounds like one, if he was that shaken and taken aback by it, he wasn't over her. Right. Which is understandable. Like, you know, in a relationship, there's usually always one person that loves harder and more than the other person. So obviously it was him, right? Because he wasn't over it. She had moved on. She's actually with the guy she cheated on him with. I might have had to just call it a night, be like, yo, let's just get out of here. I don't
why stay?
That's just torture. That's torturing yourself with that. Why would you stay?
Right. Yeah, I'm wondering if they were out of town or something. Like if that was the only place.
Man, love will make you do some foolish stuff. I am a a witness of what love will make you do on some crazy stuff, man. Like, and it just things that I am embarrassed of that I've done. I was like, that's not even in my character. I don't even care that much to do that. But yeah, man, I've done it. But I was just like, I was so in love at the time, like high school and in college. I thought I was like, oh man, I was with this chick who was with a couple of my homeboys, and all of them was just like, don't wife her. And I was just like, no, man, she's a really good girl. And it was like, nigga, she's a good girl to all of us. I was like, no, but I see something in her. And ended up liking her too much. And, you know, she bought me a couple pair of shoes. I was like, oh, she made me feel, I had never had nobody like spoil me a little bit. Bro, when I tell you, after we started talking, she smashed two more of the homies. And one of the homies, I felt like she was with him. And then somebody told me they saw her leave with him. So she wasn't
Mhm.
answering her phone. I called the home. I was like, yo, you seen such and such? And he was like, yeah, she right here now. She sleep. Just put her to sleep. What's up? You want me to wake her up? And I was just like,
Okay. That's the that's that moment in Hitch where he was in the rain and
yeah,
he was like, "Who is this?" And then his life changed.
I'm doing it right now, man. Bro. He told when he asked me, do you want me to wake her up? I was like,
Oh, oof. What grade was that?
I was a sophomore, in college.
That'll do it. That will do it. But you gotta learn. You gotta learn that. You gotta learn. The don't wife her isn't something that could be told through words. Because it's
Yeah,
just
I
like,
mean,
come on, man.
listen. She just was not ready for a relationship, which was cool. Like I would have been cool with that,
Mhm.
but she was making it seem like she was. So I was giving it that almost relationship vibe. And she had told me, it's like, no, let's just have fun. I would have went about it differently. But you know, you live and you learn, man. And now, I can put the little homies on, like, yo, I can tell you the signs to look for. Okay.
Mhm.
Trust me when I tell you. And I always tell like my little homies, my little cousin, all them, like, bro, just lead with honesty. Tell them what you really want. Let them know that you ain't looking for a relationship. Don't don't bend the knee when they be like, well, that's all I'm looking for. So if you're not looking for that, then I can't really be like, all right, cool. Like accept it. Cause there's someone else that is out there that is looking on the same vibe that you are. But when you start telling
Mhm.
people like, yeah, well, I can see myself with you, you're the only person, just to try to smash, it never works out good. Like just be straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because you will
Mhm.
be surprised. A lot of women will say that, yeah, I'm looking for something serious and stuff. Then you tell them what you're looking for, and they be like, well, you know what I'm saying? We can see what happens. You know what I'm saying? They be like, all right. Now I just want to reiterate. I'm not looking for anything serious. I just out
Mhm.
here taking people to Pound Town. I have a car full of gas, and the only destination is Pound Town.
Not no detours.
No detours, no stops. We ain't stopping for gas. It's electric. The Pound Town. That's it. That's all we going to.
Because at least you said so,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
opposed to a really interesting method that a lot of dudes for some reason use, the whole like, man, I'm in love with you, girl. Well, let's spend the rest of our lives together. Like selling this crazy thing that's just like, when you say that, there's
Listen,
future betrayal. That's like
not
why, like, I don't get why anybody does that.
and not only that, like there have been so many crazy people who told their significant other that they were in love, but then they did crazy stuff like try to kill them or hit them or stuff like love ain't enough. I tell my friends all the time that ask about marriage. I'm like, marriage, love ain't enough to keep a marriage together. You have to put forth effort. You have to wake up every day and decide, like, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to be great today. I'm going to make sure that my significant other feels loved by me today. Because a lot of people after 3, 4, 5 years, they think it's on cruise control. It's never on cruise control, bro.
Right.
A marriage, it takes effort the same way a job takes effort. You want to advance, you want to get better at it, you want to have longevity at it. It takes
Mhm.
effort. You can ever put it on cruise control. Like that's just not what this is. It's not.
Yeah.
So if you're not ready to commit to that, then hey man, have fun, stay in that waiting pool a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To have fun with it, because any relationship is going to take effort. You can't
Mhm.
just hope that it works out. You have to do what you can to make it work out. So you know
But people want the relationship without the effort. Like that's why there's like 20-year-olds like, I want to get married. Whoever that my next boyfriend is, I hope is the rest is one for my rest of my life. Not knowing that that's probably the worst thing for you at that time. Like it's wild. Like people just want this fantasy. I blame Disney. It's just unrealistic standards set right at the top, and it's just like it's just not
listen,
it.
man. I'll just say that there is no perfect marriage. Everyone has the ups and downs. Everyone has arguments. Everyone has dry spells and rough patch. That's part of the journey, you know what I'm saying? But it's not about how you the amount of things you go through, is how you come out of those things. Like, did you
Mm-hmm.
learn from it? Or you're a better person from it? Did you guys grow closer for it? Even like with the Panamera, people had to stay together and, you know, really try to figure things out. And I know 4 people who've been married less, one person that's been married less than 1 year, and 3 people who've been married less than, I'm sorry, 4 people that have been married less than 5 years, who separated or got divorced this year because of the pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yeah,
Wow.
they couldn't. It was too much for them, bro.
You had to
And
really meet that person.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, it's one thing to date somebody and then y'all end up moving together. It's another thing to live with a person, but still going to work. And then it's
Yeah.
something completely different to spend 24 hours around somebody
Oh
that you
yeah. I
thought you
remember when
knew.
Kev was talking about like the difference between going to work and being a stay-at-home like entrepreneur. And it's like you're at work until like 6 o'clock. There's traffic, you know, you're
Hmm.
damn near with your family for like 4 hours a day
Yeah,
on a weekday, you know. So that is a lot to go from, you know, that much time to just all the time, you know.
yeah.
That's just tough. It's gonna
And if y'all
stand
not on
some
the same
test.
page and don't have good communication skills, man, it could be detrimental to the relationship. You know, I know a lot of people who just they can't handle it, man. You know, most I need is a drink. You know what I'm saying? Little drink and I'm straight. We ain't never got no crazy stuff going
Oh
on
yeah.
like that. Some nights, maybe 2. Some nights, maybe 3. If it ends up being one of those nights, I already know what I need to do. First of all, after that first drink, you already know what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop me some DHM detox. Okay,
Mhm.
that's gonna take care of all the little crazy feeling the next day. I ain't got to worry about that. And with the new year right around the corner, actually tomorrow, um, I had to go ahead and re up. You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
on the DHM detox, because listen, there's no way in the
Samesies.
world I am starting out the new year. Okay, like that. I can't do it with the Sunday scaries. I can't do it. I gotta
Sunday
start off
scary.
right, man. So if you guys like to drink the way that we do,
Mhm.
you guys definitely need to check out this DHM detox. Okay, there's no days wasted over here. It is designed to help you maximize life's moments. DHM detox is a vitamin for the people who like to enjoy their drinks. Enjoy your holiday drinks this year and get back to doing what you love the very next day without feeling awful. Forget the Sunday scaries in it and your body feeling like garbage. DHM detox uses science to help boost your body's natural response to alcohol and break down those toxins. It's perfect for stocking stuffers. These little things right here. To look at this little packet right here. You put a packet in, or 2 of these in somebody's, like, you know, stocking stuffer, and you are good, man. They will thank you, and then they're gonna be hooked on it. They're like, man, where'd you get this from? And you can tell them, oh, this I've been taking this DHM detox for a while now. Go ahead and just tell them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna bust you out. It's New Year's Eve is approaching, quickly approaching. It's actually tonight, and you want to start off the new year feeling great. So right now they have holiday bundles at DHM Detox, and hydration replenishers are live. It's the ultimate recovery combo. All right, DHM Detox is risk free and purchase free. So if you don't love it, they'll refund you on your first box. If you haven't tried it, now is the time, because we got you covered. We got you 20% off your first order and free shipping in the US. Just head over to nodayswasted.co. That's .co. All right. /DIYS, and use our promo code DIYS at checkout, and you'll get 20% off. Again, that's nodayswasted.co/DIYS for 20% off, and you're gonna hit that discount at the checkout with DIYS again to get that 20% off. And you guys are gonna love it, man. Trust me when I tell you, Pat. Don't you love
Mhm.
it?
Hey, Loki, this is my first New Year's with a full stock of DHM, and
Man.
I usually leave January 1st for recovery. So I'm kind of excited because I feel like I just got a brand new box. I can
Yeah.
pass it out to everybody in my family
Yeah.
and yeah, we're gonna be fine on the 1st. So
Crush your mornings.
go
Seize the
hard.
day.
I like the little
20%
quote.
off and free shipping. Go to nodayswasted.co/DIYS. Use the promo code DIYS. Get 20% off and free shipping right now. Playboy.
Um, no, they're big fans of DHM. I want to tell a story about some people who could have used some DHM on New Year's. This was sent by David, 26 years old. This is a battle for the bathroom. So David was the sober driver for some friends until around 11 p.m. Before he headed off to a midnight party elsewhere. But so he was just the DD, so he had to catch up. So he immediately began pounding Red Bull vodkas, which is a weird drink to chug. But by the time midnight rolled around, he had 14 of them, which is
okay.
He left the party at 11, and by midnight he drank 14. That seems like, all right, just chill out, man.
Pretty excessive.
And he had a couple swigs of quote unquote God knows what. As the clock struck midnight, he grabbed the girl next to him and they had their midnight kiss, which swiftly turned into the two of us projectile vomiting and fighting to reach the bathroom. Afterwards, she wanted to make out again, and he politely declined. That is tragic, but it's his fault though. 14 in an hour just so that he could be lit by midnight. You did what you wanted.
Hey, listen, first of all, anybody that projectile throws up and then was like, yeah, you want to get back to this kissing, you don't trust them, man. Now maybe she's thinking, hey, we both threw up, both of our breaths think this is the perfect time to do it. But like, shawty, just on some health and wellness, just on like personal body and hygiene. Like, no, y'all at a party did you rinse your mouth with water and then after that use some mouthwash, then some more water, then brush your teeth? Okay, if you didn't do all of that, then no, Sean, that's a hard no.
The thought of, even if you rinse your mouth out, the thought of making out with somebody and some bile getting in your mouth is just. And I was just, after you said that, like, I wonder if I just threw up and I made out with a girl who didn't just throw up, who had a fresh breath, it'd probably still be gross to me. So I'm just trying to think, if she just threw up, oh, why did I bring my brain there? That's horrifying. Oh,
I don't get people sometimes, man. I don't get people sometimes, but hey, I got nothing. I said, hey, but I got nothing. I just no, thank you.
That's just that.
Maybe next time he'll take that DHM.
Right. We were talking about turkey dumping in Thanksgiving, but I never heard about a midnight ball drop New Year's Eve dumping. This is from a woman named Anna. She had been dating a guy for a few months and was glad to have someone to kiss at midnight. I don't know why everybody makes that such a big deal. We hadn't talked much between Christmas and New Year's Eve, but I figured he was busy with the holidays. I cooked all day and made a great meal. My guy showed up late and the party was in full swing. After sitting down for dinner, we went around the table saying what we'd like for next year. Came to me. She said I wanted to take more trips with my boyfriend. Pretty cool. Then it got to him and he sat there in silence for a minute. Then he muttered at the dinner table he couldn't date me anymore, got up and bounced. She was devastated. He hadn't given any clues that he was unhappy. This was just out of the nowhere, and she spent the rest of the night crying in her room when the ball dropped. Damn.
That's a cold-blooded pimp right there, man. I don't know what was going on. I don't know, like, immediately, because I'm gonna be honest, I've been in some relationships that I should have ended way, way before I did. But you get comfortable, or you want to hurt the person's feelings, even though you know it's not good.
Right.
But I feel like he thought about it. He was like, I ain't really been having fun with her. Argue a lot. Her spaghetti's trash, and the sex is just I don't think she happy either. I don't even see why we should just start this new year early. You know what? I can't date you no more. I'm out this bitch. Like,
But he sat through her talking about, I want to go to Canada and Mexico and all of these trips with him. So he knew she was still in it.
yeah, but I mean, like, listen, bro. I feel like it's a time and a place he could have did it better.
He
But
went to the party.
hey, man, he needed somewhere to drink.
Crazy.
Family needed somewhere to drink. I don't know.
Ow. He went to the party, sat through her turn, and then said, I'm good, and dipped. My only thought is it could have been the cooking. Like, that was the one variable that I guess changed between him deciding to show up and him saying that. It says they sat down for dinner.
He was like, oh, this finna be fired. He was like, hey, is it raisins in this? Is raisins and cranberries in y'all dressing?
I'm doing this year alone.
And this, you got apple slices in your potato salad. Okay. Okay. Cool. This turkey, y'all cooked it? It just y'all did cook it. It just don't taste like y'all don't season food. Okay. Cool.
Right. And then you got a text from some black girl that's like, I made a plate. It's like, you know what? I was thinking she was a better person anyways. That's cold. That is a cold
game, man. Yo, I'm sorry for the young lady, but man, that is.
Listen, he could have done it over the phone.
Yeah, I mean, could have. You know what I'm saying? It's easier, would have saved less time, and would have cost less money. You know what I'm saying? Than driving over there. Speaking of, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if you going into this new year, with that same mobile provider that you spending $200, $300, $400 with every month, let me talk to you real quick, okay? Because for most of the year, Pat and I have been saving so much money on our mobile bills, okay? Because we switched to Mint Mobile. Right now, you can get plans that are starting at just $15 a month. I can't put enough emphasis on that. $15 a month. I spend $15 sometimes on coffee. Okay, I go to a little boozy coffee shop. I spend that. That's my phone bill. Okay, that's my phone bill. For people looking for extra savings going into 2021, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Now, I know what you're thinking. I want to switch. I had to get a new phone, a new number, and all of that. You ain't got to worry about that. Okay, all plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered to you on the nation's largest 5G network. And you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan. And you get to keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts, okay? And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money back guarantee. Let's say on day 6, you're like, you know what, this ain't really for me. Hit them up, okay? Email, because this is online. That's how Mint Mobile saves you so much money. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings to you. Okay, switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your front door for free, might I add, go to mintmobile.com/DIYS. Again, that's Mint, MINT, mobile, MOBILE.com/DIYS, and cut your wireless bill down to $15 a month. Mintmobile.com/DIYS. Let's go.
Mint Mobile is the reason why I can buy Christmas presents and
come on, listen,
and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I bought Christmas presents this year because first of all, how much were you paying before? I was paying a hot $135.
Bro, 3 lines, 3 iPhones. I was paying $500 every month.
Wow.
Yep, because we paying for unlimited on all the phones, and we're still paying for all the phones. I was paying that hot
Oh, so
five.
this
I was
saved your
paying
life.
a card note every month for
This
phones, three
saved
phones.
your vehicle then. Mint
Yeah.
saved your vehicle. I don't want to put my business out there now, but I'm definitely saving 100, and that goes to very, very necessary other places. So I'm very glad to be saving. Thank you,
You know
Mint.
what
Papa
I'm saying?
Mint.
You know
That could
what
be
I'm saying? So
a
yeah, man, check them out right now. It's almost time to wrap this up, man. But I want to make sure we definitely leave in some time. Uh and I we could do it at the end, Pat, because I don't know what else you have planned for the rest of the show. But I just want to make sure we take some time out to do some thank yous to some very dope people. So I'll let you
absolutely.
I'll let you finish off, and I'm gonna just write down some names
Okay.
real quick.
Sounds good. I guess just to end in a New Year's sort of inspirational sort of tip. Um, love yourself. Hopefully, one of your resolutions is to not be following all of this social media craziness, all of these expectations, specifically body expectations. People are literally going under the knife and then jumping on social media saying all natural, ruining people's heads, ruining people's expectations
Yeah.
and and thoughts of themselves. And it's crazy because the dark side of not loving yourself can get pretty dark. There was actually an Instagram model named Jocelyn Cano or Kano who decided to, she got a lot of surgery, a lot of followers. Like this was an actual, I think her followers were in the millions. She's dubbed as the Mexican Kim Kardashian. She actually died when she tried to get a botched Brazilian butt lift.
Mm.
This surgery is becoming really, really popular. Oh wow, she had 13 million followers. Um, you know, just actually really out here pushing that image. And yeah, it's worth noting she went to Colombia to get the surgery. Um, but that's the crazy thing, and I've heard conversations about this, like how people are going to Miami to get $3,000 to $5,000 surgery that normally costs 10 to 15, and then you see why you wonder, you see all these people that have just weirdly ant shapes that don't match because the doctor wasn't great. But
Hmm.
they're just like, hey, whatever, I got hips now, I got a butt now, not knowing that everybody else is like, okay. um yeah, and it's literally dangerous to be doing this kind of stuff. So obviously anybody who passes is very, very sad, but these are the ones that make news. These are the ones that everybody was looking at, following, pressing the like button, trying to look like, and it could end like this.
Yeah.
So definitely that should be, try to
I
make that a
really
big thing.
want people to start loving themselves more, like you said, man.
Mhm.
Like I said, I want to lose weight this year, but if I don't, I'm still gonna love myself. Like,
Mhm.
but I know there are some people that have struggled with that their whole lives and feel like they need to switch it up. I would just encourage you, man, to try to find a nutritionist first, because 80% of it is what you eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The workout is really for the toning, and it definitely helps with walking, losing weight, things like that. But like, you change your diet first and see if that makes a difference. Um, I obviously can't tell anybody what to do, but man, everybody's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And there's somebody, I really believe that there's somebody out there for everyone. If you watch my 600-pound life, uh, them women be having men. They be 600 pounds frying chicken in bed and still have a man on their side. So
Mm-hmm.
don't sit up there and tell me it ain't somebody for everybody, man. You just got to find somebody that respects you and loves you for the way you are and make that rock like that. But don't risk it, man. It's not worth
It's
it.
true. They always have a husband or a boyfriend that just be cleaning them with the things that they be cleaning giraffes with, that long thing, getting all
Mhm.
up under the folds.
It's a lot, man. I no, I'm not. I don't encourage it at all. I don't encourage it at all. But
Uh, So real quick, last thing before we get into the thank yous. Obviously the Scary Squad has supported us since we started, so we want to get into that. Um, but there's been a new study in psychology where they found out that treating your thoughts like material objects can increase or decrease their emotional impact on you. So if you write down negative thoughts that you have and then literally crumple it up and throw them away, it can help you get rid of them. So
Mm,
there are some things that you can do physically to help uh, increase your negative or positive thinking if you literally treat your thoughts like actual objects, which I thought was really cool, especially since I know a lot of people are spending their time at home cleaning, reorganizing, throwing a lot of stuff out. But being in the house all day is leading a lot of people to be in their heads, or depression, or seasonal depression, that kind of stuff. So definitely wanted to pass that on at the top of the year, just so that anybody who's struggling with some negative thinking or just negative emotional state, that could be like a little exercise.
yeah, switch it up, man. Positive thinking and the power of attraction, I think, kind of go hand in hand, man. And
Mhm.
I'm all for all of that, man. You got to put it out to the universe. What you want to get out of it, what you want it to provide for you, and then sit back and watch it manifest. Not sit back like and don't attempt to still be productive, but
Yeah.
find a way to start working toward that direction of what you want. And that's with everything,
Mhm.
like career choices, body choices, personal growth, all of that. Put it out there what you want, because once you say it, it kind of helps it materialize, because then you start saying it becomes a mantra. So you know
Mhm.
do that, man, do that. um Before we go any further, I would like to thank a couple people. And if I miss your name this round, please don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head, because again, we it's so many people. I couldn't name them all anyway, but I want to give a big shout out to Relly Rail, Hippie Goes, Luela, Talia, Stephen Ocon, One Oak Dutch, Super Casual, Boom, the Kiara, Deetra, Nikki P, Sid Boo, Kevin Smith, Adam at Rated Intimate, LeBaron at Popcorn World, Jennifer Rivas, Jay, what's his name? How do you pronounce it? Jay Fragan, I think that's it, Jay Fragan. And it's a lot more people that I can't pull up right now because it mess up the recording from YouTube. But these are just some of the people from the Discord of the Scary Squad that are always
Mhm.
there. They're always supportive, always going the
Always.
extra mile. Big shout out to Hippie Goes, because she really takes on a lot, man. She works on like 6, 7 different pages. And I know she's not the only one, but she's the person I see the most on my page, CP's page, Ty's page, BT's page, Tangerine's page, CT's page.
Wow.
She's all over the place. So I want to give a big shout
Great.
out to her, because she's just been amazing and an amazing help. Not only did she help create a lot of my merch, but she's helped Ty Davis, and I know she helped CP as well. So shout out to them. Shout out to Diana Germano. It's so many people that have been a part of this journey, and I never ever saw myself as a podcaster initially. I never even thought this was a real thing, and now this is a job. And you know, shout out to the more mob that watches this, that is also part of the Scared Squad. You guys encouraging me to actually start the more mob, because I was like, they don't want to, see my content. You guys have showed me so much love and adoration and support. I could never thank you guys enough. That's why I try to put out as much content as possible to make sure that I'm
Mhm.
trying, but I can never thank you guys enough for the support that you guys have shown me. You guys have supported me more than some family members ever have. And to do that for a
Mhm.
stranger, somebody that just kind of came out of the woodworks and made you guys laugh, it means the world to me. So it goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the love you have shown me and shown my brother Pat, and everyone from the squad, and any new project that we're working on. I can You guys are the best, man. You are the best. You're like the second best part of waking up. So thank you.
Besides Folgers?
Yes, nigga, because the
Okay.
coffee is real. You feel me?
I mean I echo that in every way. You know, you guys not only watch, you guys pull up to the Scary Squad, you guys pull up to the Patreon, Cloud Village, you guys, you know, it's a lot of the people they said and more. You guys know who you are, pulling up to the Twitch every single time, watch parties, Patreon. You guys support us in every way. Besides just watching our stuff, you know, just watching our stuff means the most to us. But the fact that you guys kind of go that extra mile to make sure that, you know, we're because you know we do all this, you know, well, we used to for a long time we did this for free, and now we're in a great position where we can support ourselves while also, you know, giving you guys content. And it never feels like enough because of how grateful we are, you know.
Yeah.
Even if we're cranking out more than one video a day, we're always, I mean, I hear Tahir talk about it all. We're always trying to find new ways to make new things for you guys. And yeah, the fact that you guys are just interested in what we have to say or do, it means the world to us. You guys are why we are where we are. So thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all.
For sure, man. Well, listen, happy New Year's to everyone watching. Whether you watch this on the day that this comes out or later, happy holidays to you. Happy New Year's to you. I hope this year is full of positivity, prosperity. I hope, regardless of what happens with this vaccine and the remainder of COVID-19, that you guys are able to still see the positive in being alive, being here, being active, having the activity of your limbs, and making the most of every day, making the day today count more than the day before, you know. So I wish you guys all the best. Happy New Year's to you. I'm about to go pop a bottle of champagne right now. Pat, what about you?
Yeah, maybe like a champagne give me a headache. I might pop some White Claw, you know, some soju. But either way, bringing in the new year the right way. So y'all be safe for sure. Be safe. There's a lot of stuff out there besides COVID. New Year's is
Yeah,
dangerous every year.
yeah.
So be safe and have a good time. We will see you guys in 2021.
Yes, sir. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Later.